My name is Dr Varghese. I'm a thoracic surgeon at the University of Utah with a specialty focus in thoracic oncology and minimally invasive approaches to thoracic surgery. I trained in general surgery at Northwestern University and cardiothoracic surgery at the University of Michigan. Prior to my recruitment here to the University of Utah, I was on faculty at the University of Washington. I am the incoming editor-in-chief for the Journal of the American College of Surgeons. It all starts with my love of the American College of Surgeons. The ACS is dedicated to improving the lives of patients around the world, really by establishing standards of care, ensuring quality is delivered in an optimal and ethical environment. The Journal of the American College of Surgeons is directly in alignment with those principles and the mission of the ACS. Science and surgery are proceeding at breakneck speed with miraculous discoveries. But we're also facing a challenging environment. There's the rise of disinformation and actually a downward opinion about science in general. As the world's largest surgical society, the American College of Surgeons is well poised to face these challenges, and the Journal of the American College of Surgeons will be aligned with its mission. One of the things that people don't know about me is, in addition to being an avid follower of sports, I actually also love cartoons. I'm an amateur at best. I don't draw frequently, but I love cartoons, and hence one of the things I do is whenever I read a newspaper, I start with skimming the headlines, I go to the sports section, but then I deep dive into the cartoon section. My favorite cartoon of all time is Calvin and Hobbes. Well, technically my first job was cutting lawns and selling t-shirts at a flea market in the suburbs of Chicago. But if you're asking about which was the first job that gave me a steady paycheck, it was working as a lab assistant in a research lab. Rewarding, easily, the people. My why is I love working with talented people. I love being surrounded by talented people. And, I aspire to build cultures where talented people thrive. The challenging aspects is that we saw this coming out of the pandemic. That is, when there was more scrutiny on the finances and the realization that surgery drives a lot of the finances in hospital systems, there's been kind of a shift of focus towards clinical care, ignoring education and research. And one of the things that we have to realize is it's critically important that we do all three missions, that we need to make sure that we deliver clinical care at the highest levels at all times. We need to make sure that we embrace innovation and look for opportunities to bring new discoveries to the forefront, but we also have to be critically involved in training the next generation of people. We should never ignore the other parts of the mission in ensuring the best surgical care for all of our patients around the world. Well, you would think it's related to sports, but the other thing I love doing is traveling. I mean, my wife and I, we love traveling all around the world. And so the reason for that is I love meeting people. We love learning about new cultures. We love embracing those opportunities. So my dream vacation is traveling somewhere, just disconnecting, enjoying the time with family and friends. I would actually think it probably something connected to sports. And this really goes back to how I chose to pursue a medical career in the first place. As a sophomore in high school, I unfortunately had a knee injury where I tore ligaments while playing basketball, and I needed knee surgery. And I was just fascinated by the number of people that were involved in my care. I lost track of, after like 3 digits of the number of people I met that day. And I wanted to be involved in something where you had supremely talented team members all performing at their highest levels in the delivery of some aspect of care. That's what led me to pursue a career in medicine. Sports is kind of the same way. It's like, yes, you see star athletes and you see star coaches, but they don't exist in isolation. They work with incredible team members. And so for me, that's probably where I would be if I wasn't in a surgical career. Yeah, we love hiking out here in the outdoors near Salt Lake City. We're surrounded by mountains within 30 minutes, so we're able to hit any of the 7 world-class ski resorts. And even though a lot of people love coming and visiting us here in the wintertime, I actually prefer the spring, summer, and fall, because this gives us an opportunity to go and hike in the mountains. So anytime I'm off, my wife and I are out there hiking, enjoying the outdoors and embracing the nature all around us. So I'm one of those people that my tastes change from time to time. What I do is I actually ask the patients before going to sleep what music they prefer. And sometimes they surprise me. I've had Taylor Swift fans, I've had country music fans, I've had Dolly Parton fans. And so I think that oftentimes that's the music we start with. Other times I'll change over to team members and then kind of see what type of music they like. And then my go-to is always classic rock from the 70s and 80s is my go-to. But I like music of all types and really defer to the team members and the patients about what actually gets played in the OR that day. I hate eating the same thing every single day. So the honest truth is I just go and I just pick something different. Sometimes it's healthy, I grab a salad. Sometimes it's not so healthy when they have the meal of the day. So we are fortunate that every once in a while in our cafeteria, we have guest restaurants. And so the constancy is that every meal will be different for me going forward. I think it's it goes back to three principles that I live as my creed. My kids laugh because they've heard me say this many, many times over the years. And I think the goals are as follows. First, are you better today than you were yesterday? Will you be better tomorrow than you are today? That aspiration towards excellence, making sure that each and every single day we deliver our best, and then if you have a setback, that's no big deal. Come back the next day and see how things go. The second principle is how you do small things is how inevitably you end up doing big things. That attention to detail. That's why I love surgery. There's no successful surgery unless every single detail is paid attention to, every stitch is measured, every incision is precise, every single step of the operation is critical to be delivered in a timely and efficient and high quality manner. And then the third thing is at the end of the day, who did you help today? That's what I do as part of my reflection process each day. Did I do better today than yesterday? Did I make sure that I paid attention to details, and did I help someone? And if I've done that, it's been a great day. There are three goals that I aspire to for the Journal of the American College of Surgeons. Goal number one is to leverage the excellent foundation that the prior 7 editors-in-chief have already laid down. These are brilliant surgeon scientists and brilliant surgeon editors who've really raised the bar high, and we want to make sure that we continue to build on that foundation of excellence. The second goal is really about the peer review process. We seek to identify, develop, and nurture the best and brightest across the world of surgery and invite them to be involved in the peer review process. We want to optimize efficiency, we want to ensure high quality, and also we want to seek opportunities to improve the peer review process. Is this an opportunity to enable technology-assisted opportunities such as artificial intelligence? Not quite sure yet, but to seek, are there opportunities to innovate and implement best practices in that space? And the third thing I think is about publishing. We want to deliver what's called surgical expertise at your fingertips. We've gone from an age where there's information overload to delivery of expertise at your fingertips, and that's really what we want to do with JACS. Everybody carries around a smartphone. Can we deliver information to your fingertips with your smartphone? But there's preferences. Some of our readerships will love smartphones. Some of them will love looking at it online through the websites. We want to tailor the communication and the delivery of that surgical expertise in the manner that is at the preference of the readerships, and then constantly seek out their best practices and opportunities for us to continue to do better. Those are the three goals that we wish to aspire for the Journal of the American College of Surgeons.